now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Share my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. First down, Love to pass. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Dolphins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. To throw now. Here's Love. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's Love. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run with Dobbins, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole 1st drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Taken down.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
And goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt.
A 22.
And McManus able to put it through.
Good.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Touchdown, Titans. Raheem Mostert, 72 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
For the point after.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 58, right over there.
To throw again. Love. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
52's the mic. Yo. Slam.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
The 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn it. Kill.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
J.K. Dobbins.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Watch a slant.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line.
Dolphin.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Check. Lucky.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 7.
They go bootleg. Love.
At the 40-yard line.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
Watch the pass. Check. Tighten up. Kill.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
throwing. Love. Screenplay. McKinnon.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Get your swarm on.
3-3.
Check.
Man, cycle.
56. I want that.
Love from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Antonio Brown there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the gun, a run with Mostert. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Tennessee.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Mostert. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Here we go.
This is Mostert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the play. And it'll be second and very short. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
A 23-yard run. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Alert three, alert three, alert three.
Shot, 17. Hey, ball steal.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They'll start on the ground with Dolphins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Dolphins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot. He picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Quick dash, quick dash. Here we go. Close, 10. Check, snap.
Check pass, check pass. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Chance, my chance, my chance.
52 is the mic right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Dolphins. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there, but it'll be second down.
Leads to second and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
9-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Love now to pass on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They're down here in the third quarter trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just did not.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
On the play. It's now third down.
On play action. Love to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Very good return that time. 18 yards, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points, and they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Titans.
Now Mostert. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch. 20.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes I need a check. Not just need this winter was that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting them to
From the gun, Newton. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hardman on the return. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big